What's going on, everybody? So, I want to talk about a thing that I've seen quite a bit. So, I seen a video where guys, well, I'm pretty sure they're Harley Davidson defenders, apologists, something like that. Um, and their argument on that specific uh, video was they're actually cheaper than they were before the pandemic, so on and so forth. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just know it's a common thing with people who support and love Harley Davidson. Now, before I go on, I have absolutely no problem with uh, Harley Davidson itself or people who like Harley Davidson. You like what you like, right? But here's my they seem to people like that seem to have a problem with admitting that Harley Davidson is nothing more than just the name itself. Now, when I say let me clarify that. I should I'm not saying they don't make good motorcycles and bikes. Obviously, they have to make some sort of quality to have people defending it like they do. But I'm saying the value which you get from Harley that you can get from somewhere else, I think is okay to say that they're nothing more than just a brand. I think that's okay to say. And I want to start with Harley Davidson's channel. I mean, their website, just to get a idea of the pricing because that is a big selling point in motorcycle world. Why? Motorcycles, 99% of motorcycles are just luxury items. They're big toys, right? Very few, maybe if you live in like a like Florida, Texas, or something like that, somewhere where it's always hot, then you probably meet somebody who has a motorcycle and that's their only source of transportation. That's not common. Most people, because motorcycles, they're not practical. So most people have a motorcycle in a car, or a motorcycle in the truck, motorcycle in the minivan, motorcycle in something else. So when something is just a toy, you're, most people they make average income. So you're going to try to get the best possible bang for your buck when it comes to your toy, even the expensive ones, like the motorcycle. You're willing to give a little bit on your budget, but not by that much. So let's just look at the cheapest uh, bikes that they have. The ones that are the most popular, the nicer Sportsters, something in this range. And from what I can see, the cheapest motorcycle they have is the Iron 883, which is 11,000. Just say 12 grand. We'll just say 12 fees and all that. Just say 12 grand, right? Listen, when you go, let's keep that in mind. It's 12 grand. So let's go to my favorite, which is Honda. You can make whatever point you want, but that's my favorite brand. At least looking at motorcycles. Now, let's put something else into perspective. I only have owned one motorcycle. My current one, which is a 260 motorcycle, that only cost me $3,800 to my door, delivered to my door, $3,800. Now, as someone who's a beginner, and especially I live in Michigan, where it's wintertime now, I can't ride the damn thing. It's important to get something that is very, 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 very justifiable for the cost. Justifiable for the cost. Look, off rip in the cruise department, which is Harley Davidson's specialty, even their sports bikes are fucking cruisers. No problem with that. Just to keep in reference here, every last one of these six bikes, every one is cheaper than that. And then all seven. Now, obviously, all of them aren't as powerful, but again, if you most people they can't focus solely on the power. The price is one of the biggest points. And they have seven cruisers here. Even their most powerful one, that comes with an automatic transmission. If you get it with the manual transmission, it's even cheaper. So immediately you're looking at something that's like, I can buy it, I can get on it, and it's cheaper than Harley Davidson's cheapest bike. Now let's go over to Triumph. I think they have some decent motorcycles over there. And Let's see. Even it's not cruisers, but look, one, two, three. Damn it! Immediately three motorcycles in that category that are cheaper. Let's see. Where are the cruisers? Uh, I fuck it. We'll move on. Let's go to Yamaha. These aren't. That's one. There's two cruisers, but even still, their most powerful bike in the sports heritage, the heritage, is cheaper. That's where that was something else here. Hyper naked. One, two. You got immediately got four bikes. You see where I'm going with this. And the reason I had this up at first is because even an electric motorcycle, which is expensive as hell from a name brand like Zero, is only $1,000 more. Now, obviously, it's a dull different ballpark, but my whole point was bringing up electric bike is even the expensive shit is in the ballpark of what you get for Harley Davidson. And younger people now actually look at electric motorcycles as an option. So to Harley people, like we gotta stop acting like the price point is not a big deal or is not just one of the things that turns people away. What else could turn people away? Other things that turn people away is in today's world, you cannot sell a motorcycle just on the name. You've got to be willing to do some shit other. Or before I even finish that, why the hell is a lowrider? Explain that to me. But if you're not Apple, nobody's buying your shit just because of the name. They're not. So none. They all of these are well, these are sports, so of course they'll be the same. You get my point. You get my point. But it was something else I wanted to touch on real quick. So let's let me tell this story. I got my endorsements because I went to Harley Davidson's riding academy in August. They had a start on a Harley Davidson Street 500. That's what they did the class on, and I believe it was five of us. If I'm not mistaken, about five of us. We had one girl. Obviously, she was the smallest. She didn't finish the class. Not even close. Not even close. She fell off of it like pretty much every exercise, like every one. She didn't even take the test because she fell off that much that she couldn't advance to the test. When your starting motorcycle is too big for a woman to even tiptoe on the bike, right there you've alienated so many people who are interested in bikes. Now I'm not saying that when I say something, I'm not talking about from the throat. Don't do that. I'm talking about they're a decent chunk, right? People who are smaller, not just women, people who are shorter, a decent chunk. When they can look at something like, hold on, the fucking where is it? Where is it? The Grom, the Monkey, the Cub. Hold on, the Navi, and they're still cheap as fuck. Why would they even go and get a Harley after the class? I had a serious problem with that. They called me back saying, "You want to buy a bike?" I'm like, "Y'all shit too expensive. I can't even." The one I was looking at, I was looking at the sport, the Nightster, which is only 14 grand. That's too damn expensive. And then, so it's when you walk into a Harley store, all right, and they let you sit on the bike. I guess that's one of their selling points. They let you sit on the bike. The problem is, it seems to have this sit on it, you hold like this guy here. Perfect. You sit on bike, you hold handlebars, you ride bike. Like that shit is hard as hell. Not as to do, but just like nobody wants to just do this. A lot of people don't want to do this all the time. This style sucks. It sucks. Make a different style. This bike is this bike with this shit on it. Let's hold on. This bike is this bike with that shit on it. This bike and this bike is the bike with that shit on it. This bike is that bike with that shit on it. This bike is that bike with that shit on it. Like, at what point do you just like do something different at all? Fuck, like, listen. And where is it? Where I can't tell you exactly what bike it was, but I went when I was in there, like registering for my class. And I walked around with all the bikes. Um, there's no way that a bike should have literally just a circle with a thing that does this. Probably this. Probably this bike should not be cheap. This bike should be like right up there with the Honda Rebel 1100, like maybe 11 grand. But no, we're gonna go into 18. Why? Let's bring this up. Lowrider S, right? Uh, trying to get a good picture of it. Let's just fuck. Let's go with that. This is what it is. All right. So this, and then we'll go here. Okay. All right. All right. So, I don't like that color. I don't like that color either. Fuck it. We'll go green. So, you you have this for what is it? What for 10 grand, and then you have this for 18. You have this for 18, and then you have this for 9. Half the price, and based on like a regular consumer, I honestly couldn't tell you why I would spend twice as much. Oh, it has that. So this bike is that bike with that shit on it for double the price. Why? Why would I? Why would I? Why? 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 I can get this one for 9, and then I can also get the other really powerful bike for like $2,000 more. So I can expand my range of like the shit that I want to ride and have options for the same price as this. That gives me what advantage does it give me? What advantage does it give me? I saw a comment under that video that said, I work with a guy who's trash from Harley Davidson, and I told him, you don't see Harley Davidson at the junkyard. You see the shit you ride at the junkyard, though. Okay, but as you see, I could just literally buy another one. And if they died out as fast as he's trying to make it seem, like you would know about it. So these last a decently long time. So I can buy it, and then I guess when it ends up in the junkyard, because people really go to the junkyard and look at bike parts. Like that's the thing, right? I can just buy another one. All right, so I think I'm done with the Rex. And here's the thing: last thing, I don't hate Harley Davidson at all. If I look, if I hit, let's say hit the lotto, and I started me a motorcycle collection, I wouldn't start one without a Harley Davidson in it because again, branding. But that's it. So why? I'm being not negative about Harley Davidson. But even though that's the case with the name brand, I just don't see why I would buy it over something else. That's it. And again, I just want Harley Davidson supporters to like go ahead and just stop the BS and admit that listen, the brand has a huge problem. Well, quite a few of them, and the number one problem is pricing. Number one B maybe is uh innovation, I guess, because again, there's many bikes that look like another bike with some shit on it, but somehow it's more expensive. That's all right. But yeah, like I said, I'll stop ranting and I'm out.